the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Praise be to Allah, peace be upon the Prophet Muhammad, his family, his companions. By the will of Allah, we continue our da'wah series, and we have started the subject, the Qur'an and modern sciences. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Qur'an, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Qur'an, سنريهم آياتنا في الآفاق وفي أنفسهم حتى يتبين لهم أنه الحق. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Holy Qur'an, surely, indeed, we will show them our signs among themselves and in the horizons, until it becomes clear to them that it is the truth. Last time we discussed the modern science and the Qur'an, and we discussed the human or the developing human. We found that the stages mentioned in the Qur'an match exactly the recent findings in medicine. And we concluded that the Qur'an is the word of Almighty Allah. And not only us as Muslims, but also the scientists who witness the process of the Qur'an related to the developing human could not come from an illiterate man. It must come from Almighty Allah. Because at the time, there was no sophisticated instruments to discover such stages, going step by step precisely, and the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was illiterate. He could not write nor read, with no medical training. So the scientist came to this conclusion that his must come from God, from Almighty Allah, who knows every single thing. Today, we are going to move to another subject. It is this: the Qur'an in mountains. There are many verses in the Qur'an that describe the mountains, the morphology of the mountains, the roads of the mountains. And we have selected 2 verses from the Qur'an, and we are going to discuss the first verse from the Qur'an. Allah the Almighty describes the mountains in the Qur'an in the chapter of An-Naba. Allah said, أَلَمْ نَجْعَلِ الْأَرْضَ مِهَادًا وَالْجِبَالَ أَوْتَادًا. أَلَمْ نَجْعَلِ الْأَرْضَ مِهَادًا وَالْجِبَالَ أَوْتَادًا. Have we not made the earth as a bed and the mountains as pegs? Have we not made the earth as a bed and the mountains as pegs? So, the Qur'an describes the mountains as pegs. Okay. Let us go back in the history in order to find whether this was discovered centuries ago or not. before 1865, scientists used to believe that the mountains are only a mass of rocks over or on earth, without thinking, without imagining that the mountains have roots embedded into the crust of the earth. This is the only information that we received from those who studied geography. This is the only explanation of the mountains. They are only a masses of rocks on the crust of the earth. That's it. But the Qur'an describes the mountains as beds. Okay. What happened after 1865? Modern earth sciences have proven that mountains have deep roots under the surface of the ground, and that these roots can reach several times their elevation above the surface of the ground. That started in 1865. Before this time, no one imagined that these huge mountains have roots embedded in the earth.